rebates were out, and I led them through a process where they could read a sales letter about how I saved money on my car and how they can do the same thing. So, as a mindset, think in terms of the customer. Think of what they would want. Think of how you can please them the most, and you're going to do very well. And really pay attention to what they search for, because the searches will tell you exactly what they want. And if it's kind of a shady market where you can't figure out what they want, you can even ask them. Like on my main site, PCMoneymaking.com, I had a question form where I was offering $10 for everyone who asked me a valid question about internet marketing, and they got the $10 if I decided to use that in one of my DVD products. And as a result, I paid, couple $100, but I got invaluable information that told me what the people who were going to my site were looking for. Now, you can do the same thing without giving away $10. You can have 4 or 5 different links and track the traffic to them. But again, the mindset, make sure that it's all about the customer. A little note that I'd like to add on the subject of internet money-making mindset is that I see a lot of people out there who really want to just do anything they can and make $1 million tomorrow. That's probably not going to happen. So what I would say to you is get the mindset of how can I find little markets, niche markets with maybe 500 to 800 searches a day, and use those to make money, and then duplicate it and keep duplicating and keep building. For example, recently I was looking to get people into my sales funnel for this DVD, and I found out that 35 people a day were looking up the word press release or press release optimization. Coming from a background of search engine optimization and having written a few press releases that have gotten over 160,000 visitors each for $200, pretty good deal. But having done that, I wrote an article about press release optimization and gave them some free advice. At the end of that article, I put an opt-in form for a free video about press release optimization, and they watch that video and get funneled into this video. But also, I'm funneling them into ClickBank products that pay me anywhere from $50 to $70 for press release software, and the big, huge package by a marketer who has press release traffic series, and that one pays like $400. So off of this little tiny market, you can make a couple $100 a day if done right. Now, I'm not saying that you slap it up and tomorrow you're going to make a couple $100, but what I am saying is this is a business just like any other business, and you have to work at it, and you have to do things slow and deliberate, and really focus on what the user wants and how you can bring them into something that is going to make you money. For example, the mortgage calculator site, that's something people are paying a lot of money for. I mean, mortgages are probably the most expensive thing people ever buy. And so you want to get those people in, and you could sell them something big if it promises that they're going to save money. Same with cars. If you have something that's going to save them a couple $1,000s, there's no problem charging anywhere from $40 to $200 and up, depending on what it is. Same thing with press releases. If you have the press release software, the people will pay a lot because they're already going to pay $200-300 just to submit the thing, and they will pay more to learn how to submit it right and not waste their money. So with that in mind, build slow sites deliberately and focus on what the people want, and don't make your goal to make $1 million tomorrow. Make it, hey, how can I spend today, my 8 hours of work today, to generate $5 or $10 every day? Because if you could take today and sit down and say, how can I generate $10 a day, at the end of the year, that's $3,600 in your pocket from 8 hours of work. Now, I'm not saying you're going to do that. What I am saying is test it and try new methods, and start slow, and set your daily click limits low. Just try stuff out, test it out, do it deliberate, and track the results. Become a tracking junkie like me. I love to see the different results, but start slow and deliberate. I'd like to start off by saying that the keywords are the most important thing when finding a market. You can tell a lot about people by the keywords they type in. And when you go to the keyword research programs, don't use them like most people by typing in your subject first. Try to go a different model and find out what people want. Like you could type in learn, you could type in find, you can type in buy, and this will teach you what people want to learn, find, and buy. You can even use words like care, like we found out earlier in the goldfish care, and the different things related to what people care about and what they want to learn to take care of. And this is really vital to your success online, because this tells you the most about the people and your target audience. And it tells you how to design the site, how to make it to where it's going to fit their needs exactly, how is it going to make it to where you could tell what kind of language to use and what to talk about on your site, and how to make it. I mean, like for example, I know that someone typing in money making online or business opportunity online is different from someone who types in press release optimization, because the people who want making money and business opportunity are the same kind of people who read the business opportunity magazines. They have the same kind of mindset. They're looking for a way to make money from home. The press release people are looking to optimize a press release, and they're looking to find a way to do that already having a business in mind, already having a site in mind. So it's a whole different ball game, and it's a whole different marketing method that I would use on these various people. Okay, so just so you can get an idea of what we're doing here and how I go from beginning to end on a site, we're going to go ahead and work with the word care. So we're going to go over to ClickBank and we're going to type in care, and we're going to see what people want that's related to care. So let's go ahead and do that now. Okay, if we go over to care, this is going to tell us which books sell the best for the word care. And we have starting a child daycare. That's not really under the term care, as in someone's caring about something or wants to know how to care for something. Number 2 is the betta fish care guide, and this is about how to make your betta fish happy and live long and prosper and whatever. So we know that that is the second most popular book in this network for the word care, and that's out of, we got tons of pages here of books that you could look at that have to do with care. There's rat care and all this stuff. But I'm going to show you first how I develop a market, how I tackle that market, and how I evolve from starting with the market to having a full-blown site that makes money and growing and duplicating and things of this nature. So we're going to go ahead and go with the betta fish care guide, and we're going to look up on my keyword research program. We're going to find out under the word beta. We're just going to go beta. We're going to do with 1 T and 2 T's, because I'm sure people spell it wrong, and you want to definitely look out for misspells, because there's a ton of those out there. And in early 2003 I made a fortune with misspells on pharmaceutical drugs, because no one knows how to spell those names. And actually one of them was a site I made about prescription drugs, and I spelled it P-E-R prescription on accident, and the site ended up getting thousands of visitors a day. And that was back when the companies were paying, anywhere from $1 to $20 a click for those terms, back before it was regulated and all that stuff. But at any rate, that site did well because I just took them from that search term that was misspelled and took them to my simple site, which took them to what they wanted. One of the funny ones was people were typing in Viagra instead of Viagra, which was pretty stupid. But at any rate, we're going to look at beta with 2 T's and 1 T. So let's go over to the keyword program here. And we'll have this up on the screen for you in just a minute. Okay, let's take a look. We'll start it off with 1 T. And then what we're going to do is I'm actually going to use this to analyze the competition in this particular program, which